Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Evolutions. And before I even talk about what I'm planning to do on today, I've noticed something interesting with this tower. We can watch the sunrise twice up while we're up here. Once from here, we get to see this nice sunrise. And then, right, once it starts peeking over the islands, we have to quickly run down to this floor, and now we can watch it rise once again. But yeah, other than that, in today's episode, I won't be working on any builds. This episode is just going to be us gathering resources and doing some terraforming. I want to work on those islands over there. I want to get a clearer path from here to over there. I'm also going to start working on over here because next episode, oh, if I can get up on this thing up here. Next episode, we're gonna work on the castle. But if you see right now, the land over there is all bumpy and stuff, so it needs to all get terraformed before I can even start that. And we need to gather resources for the castle because it's gonna be quite big. Like this whole mountain up here is gonna be castle. But also, let's see if I can make it. We get to upgrade from stone. Goodbye stone tools anymore. Nope, that's all our stone tools. And we get to upgrade to iron. Now, I said at the end of the last video I was going to do some mining off camera and fix one of the builds that were offset. Well, I did that and I had some leftover iron from our mining, so we won't let's see if we have enough though to make a full set of armor and tools. Let's first start with our first set of armor. This is gonna make me feel way safer now. Full set of iron armor. Our armor bars are maxed out. That's interesting. Okay, let's get ourselves a pickaxe, an axe, a sword. I think that's all we need for now. We're still allowed to use other tool sets like stone and wood, and I think this is gonna be the first version where we really start doing that because we don't have infinite iron, or we don't have infinite stone either, but stone's a lot easier to come by. Alright, let's just jump right into it. We have a lot of work to do. I'm probably gonna speed through most of this episode and do some voiceovers or something, or maybe just find some music. But yeah, I'll probably also cut in if something interesting happens. I'm gonna try to be careful and not, die. But you never know, something could happen. Uh, well, well, I'm mainly gonna be focusing on terraforming everything and getting it ready for our future builds. I'm also gonna try to get a lot more iron because I have plans to use iron for future builds, and we're going to need it for our tools too, of course. I would also like to find some gold so we can finish up our builds, like the flag on top of our tower and the block of gold I wanted to put at the back end of the crane. It would also be nice to get enough diamonds to get a full set of gear next episode, but they seem quite rare. Though we do already have some diamonds in the pit from last episode, so maybe we can get enough. I'm also going to try collecting a bunch more wool, another block we're going to definitely be using for builds, and a ton more pork chops so you don't have to worry about food for a while. Oh, oh. My cat's saying hello. I don't know if you can hear her purring. Here, Fox, come here, girl. I'm putting her up to the mic. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's so fluffy. She wanted to visit. Alright, Socks. You can't be up on my desk. I'll I'll give you some treats later. Alright. Back to what we're working on the builds. If I sped through me building the structures. Hello, future me taking over from here. We start off by just flattening out the area around our starter base and then jumping over to the hill in front of it so we could start growing our saplings right away and collecting logs. Now the reason why I planted the saplings a block above the ground instead of just planting the saplings all over the place is so that when the saplings do grow into the trees, the leaves don't get stuck to the ground and will decay, and I don't have to go and punch the leaves manually. But yeah, after that we continue terraforming the area, going towards our mines. I'm going to admit now, this video has been the hardest one for me to make so far. It was just a really repetitive task, and I came into this with a bit of a plan to terraform and collect logs during the day and then go mining at night. But it got really boring really quickly, and at a certain point I was spending more time trying to get down into the mines than I was actually mining at night. So I ended up just stopping and just focusing on terraforming during the day and collecting logs. But all of the terraforming did go by a little faster, at least because of last episode and us collecting an almost full double chest worth of dirt. I've also been considering doing this season as originally planned, spending the full year in Indev, because I want to fill out this world and really make it look like I've been in it. And right now we've barely even scratched the surface. And the reason why I was originally going to go Indev, InfDev, Alpha, Beta in one season was because I was going to make an episode every single day. But obviously plans changed. I'm making a video every week instead. And there's only roughly 52 weeks in a year. If I were to do it all 4 in one season, I would only have 13 episodes in each version. And that seems a bit fast, and I think 52 episodes is enough to fill out this world. But after we finished this, we jumped over to working on the cliffs outside the castle area. Now the reason why I completely mined down and then rebuilt this mountainy cliff area was because my idea for it was that it was like a natural wall formation separating the outside area to the castle, and there would only be one way into the castle. Well, with how the world naturally generated, there was 2 openings. I wanted to push the cliffside back a bit and make it taller, and that's what we end up doing here. Now you might be wondering why I keep collecting the sand while I'm going through and terraforming everything. And that's because I had a bit of an idea over near this lake over here. Now I have a couple ideas, but I think I'm gonna leave it up mostly to you guys because I'm not sure what I want to do with it fully yet. But either I can leave it as just a regular lake, which like a lake you would find maybe in a foresty area, which could be cool. Or what I was originally thinking is we make a beach here. We collect all the sand in this world and move it into this point, and then we would have a cool beachy area. Now, if we do go with the beach idea, we could also go ahead and cheat ourselves in some water and lava. And while generally I don't want to cheat too much, I think this is a necessary thing. Definitely if we're going to spend the full year in Indev, because we can't get water or lava any other way except through what naturally generates. And the naturally generated water is what's called flowing water and lava, which despite their name, don't flow. They just sit there. And the only way to get more lava or water is to get water or lava blocks, which act like solid blocks, but will generate water and lava, like a source would. And if you remember in episode 1, I wanted to make a cobblestone generator so we wouldn't have to worry about stone as much. Well, we can't do that in this version because we don't have a way to get lava and water besides what's naturally generated. And those don't flow, obviously. So if we also have those blocks, besides just being able to make the lake look cooler and possibly make waterfalls and other builds with lava and water, we could also make a cobblestone generator, which will help us out if we ever start running low on resources. So yeah, overall, I just want to get your guys' opinions on all this, because I'm not sure if I want to do it just yet, because once I do it, I can't really go back on it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Or, there's a third option. If we do go with the foresty lake, I could take all that sand, instead of making a beach, we make a desert island. I think both ideas are pretty cool. Also, while on topic of my channel and videos and stuff, I realized I possibly could have just made this video a stream and stream Twitch and YouTube. But, and while I like the idea, I have a few things that's keeping me from just going and doing that. First of all, I have no idea what I will talk about while on stream. Like, majority of the recordings that I made, besides the fact that I took multiple breaks because my chair is hella uncomfortable. But I wasn't talking much during the recording. And while I had my microphone ready next to me in case something interesting happened, for the most part I was just mining. And I know for streams you're supposed to keep talking and stuff, so I don't know if anyone would be interested in just watching me grind. But also another issue is my setup isn't great for streaming. Like I just said, my chair is really uncomfortable. But also my monitor broke a while back, and I've been using a old projector, so I can't actually look forward in my desk. I have to be off to the side while my neck is tilted in a weird way to speak into the microphone. And it's just awkward. But also, if I were to stream, I want to use my VTube model, because I think that would be the best time to do so. But, like I just said, I'm using a projector, and project need dark areas to actually really work. As I've said multiple times during videos, I can already barely see what's going on screen when it becomes nighttime in game. And now VTube models need a lot of light on your face and stuff so the tracking can pick you up. So they kind of clash against each other. But yeah, I still like the idea. I just need to work some things out for that. Other than that, you guys have probably noticed by now there's some music playing in the background. And obviously that isn't mine. I didn't make it. It's some copyright-free music I found on YouTube. I'll put the links in the description on the channel and where I found them. I'm not going to link the sites I downloaded them from, because I'm not sure if they feel a bit sketchy to me, and I don't want to just link you directly to that. But I'll link you to the YouTube channels. But it's actually not one song. It's two different songs I combined together. One was just instrumentals, and it's the main thing that you're hearing right now. It's the louder of the two. But then there was a second one that was violin and vocals that I also really liked. If you line the two up, they line pretty well up, where between the drops and the high notes. So I think they work really well together, but I would like to hear what you guys think about it. swear I planted trees there. And here. And here. I swear I planted them there. What? What? I call tomfoolery here. You're gonna stay, right? Okay, good. Well, I saw that one sapling literally just uproot itself. What's going on here? Come on. Okay, I know this time I placed them back. And they're all breaking again. Why can't I place down a sapling? Are you gonna break too? Can I place down the saplings now? Yep. Okay, I'm not dealing with this. No. The game's just straight up gaslighting me now at this point. Wait, we can make a hoe? Does it actually work? Wait. Oh, it's nighttime. I can't check. Wait, can we... We can... We can till... We can till dirt. Oh, that's gonna make for some really cool paths. Oh, I did... The hose... Was there hose in here? There's no hose in here. Oh, that... Okay, well now that adds on to our building blocks. But the dirt did just kind of disappear. Like what? Is it gonna happen again? Oh, no? Does it... Oh. It disappeared. Does it need water? Like, yeah, I think it needs water. That'll be annoying. We're gonna have to get, water blocks and hide them. We're gonna have to get water. If we're gonna use this for pathways, which I think is is a really good idea, we're gonna have to get, water somehow and have them next to it so it doesn't do that. But why is... What? Is it just... Because we don't have seeds in this version. Right? I haven't seen any grass. Oh, but that might be because I generated this world in a, in the older version of Indev. Does that mean I can't get any... Is there crops in this version? Can we eat more than just pork? But there's no grass. There's no grass in InfDev either. I don't think grass was added into, like, what? I'm pretty sure it's after beta. Is it just early? Was tilling? I have no idea what this is for. We huh. If you guys know or have any answers about this, let me know in the comments. But for now, we're just gonna leave the hoe in here. Hello. Future me having to record this outro. So, for those who don't know, the way I'm playing these older versions of Indev and stuff is I'm using something called Betacraft. It lets you launch really old versions of the game. Well, it doesn't always act well and can act weird at times. And it turns out, taking an isometric screenshot while recording with OBS freezes the recording. So the whole last part of this video was me just staring into the void, basically. but I'm just gonna show off what I got done. We flattened out this area, as you guys can see. We kept this because I think it looks kind of nice. We finished up these islands, like I said I wanted to do. There isn't a perfect path, like a bridge anymore, but they're just simple one block jumps, so it isn't too hard, and I doubt we're gonna fall. And even if we do, there's the bridge right under us, so most of the time we'll just fall onto the bridge. I also came over here, flattened this out a bit, and smoothed out this hill, so we don't always have to take these steps up here. We can just come up this hill, and then I expanded this area too, so we can add some builds up here. Now this area though isn't solid. We come over here, you guys can see it's hollow, and the reason why I left it hollow, besides the fact that dirt and we didn't have enough, was also because I had an idea. Instead of always having to come down here to get into our mines, maybe we add a cave that leads down into there. And it would, so yeah, that's a future idea I have for this area. Then we come back over here, I can show you guys what we did over here, which is mostly what's in the video already. Because I'm recording this part after editing the video. Come over here. As you guys saw, we flattened this all out. I also did get rid of the little weird bush that was over on this part, right here. As you guys can see, no bush anymore. Our trees grew. I'll also show you what's in our chest and what we've gathered up. Is it? No, not. It's about to be nighttime. I'll just close up the building. There we go. If we come up here, here's everything we gathered. Sadly, not a full double chest of cobblestone, but close to it. We used up all the dirt we got last episode, but now we have like 5 stacks of sand. We got a bunch of regular stone, a bunch more wool. We still have some, what we started off with slabs, but we also got a ton of iron, and we got 24 diamonds. I believe that's a little less than what we need for a full set of gear. We didn't get any more of that. We got more pork chops and still more to cook. We also got a ton of logs, so hopefully next episode we won't have to go and chop down trees. But yeah, if you made it this far through the video, thanks for watching. And I think this is where I'm going to end it. Goodbye.